Good plays, bad plays. Capturing the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire alive.
Exactly the plan. Level 3 though, just hit for On and Vampire means they have a
Hacker's
little
coming
more
down.
growth.
Hacker's got a
gonna
really
be
good
here.
angle. They don't know this at all. Here we go, level 3.
Prepare yourself for violence. Niket steps on forwards, gets the passive. Vampire in danger. Will get the headbutt and try and escape. The double pulverized after this. Doggo has to cleanse. Flashing away. In danger. Flash on forwards. First blood goes the way of Invictus Gaming. Vampire surely floors to Hacker here. But what happens to Arn on the other side? Being chunked out by the Nautilus. And the base damage is pretty high. The Titan's Wrath doing some work, but Arn will
have the wave pushing out again now. Hacker is off vision. There was the Scuttle Crab taken, but they don't spot Hacker, who has level 6, going in with the ult.
Try this one instead. Let's go for some Shakespeare. Cry Havoc and let's slip the Doggos of War going on forwards. Gets Nicathian Rain in the passive proc. Still gives the kill over to Niket.
Maokai makes the game very easy. Their first fight of the game. Doggo, please don't walk up like that. That's really dangerous.
Puts the ward down. And he manages to supercharge his way to safety. Dragon should be going down. But here comes the steal because there was no sign from Hacker. It was late.
And Hacker ends up just having to blow his flash as well, so Dragon does go over to IG instead. On bailing them out.
Spotted that by the saplings with all that burn. Very obnoxious.
Doggo's not in the right position right now. He does have the ult to reposition, but it's only the rank 1. We are getting ourselves to where this Maokai ult, it will be so important. Look for the big engage. How do they get onto the backline?
Yeah, it takes a lot of burn damage down to about half HP. Scuttle Crab taken by Ultra Prime for a bit of a speed shrine boost at least. And Chintian and Doggo trying to find an angle as the ultimate comes flying on through. Dragon secured. Then goes Doggo trying to go to YSKM, but he still managed to get the edge of Extal. They get a 1-for-1 right now as the support the top laner are traded. Cleanse from Doggo, continuing to auto. Flashes for the W, can't quite land as Vampire gets it on. Chintian flashes to murder the Ziggs. Hacker's still healing up against Griffith, who should have another blooming blows and will claim that one. It's a mess, but I think it's a 3-for-2 in favor of Ultra Prime as everyone scatters to the winds in various
I don't know
individual.
about this one, folks. The Herald can go bot side and regain its charge. It does reposition him for the Dragon, but it means you don't get to use the Herald for a big fight.
There's a
Vander
flash
to
on
go
him
out.
for the Impale. The turnaround's pretty good, but already Yukai is dead. Doggo turning up now. They drag Vampire all the way towards the tower, but nowhere near where he can be killed. And Ultra Prime,
They're through into that Ascension group. But they already had themselves a bit of a thrown series versus AL. Maybe it's getting to them a bit.
that one felt a bit unfortunate. Doggo not there at the beginning of it all. Yukai getting flashed, impaled by ISKM.
A lilting lullaby. No,
Gone, isn't it?
yeah, that's gone completely. That one's just dead. But I think that Ultra Prime, maybe they could have looked to fight for a fight in that window where those cooldowns weren't.
Manage their objective, setup's a lot better, because honestly, Ultra Prime have been second best there. That stolen dragon earlier, I think, is going to continue to haunt them now for the rest of the game. They might still end up in a position where they win it.
And right now, Ultra Prime, they're at a big disadvantage without that Mark L.
Honey Fruit and Triumph have gotten Vampire into a good position. Off vision himself
Vampire
now. Could look for an angle onto Yukai, who opts on forwards, but there's a cow waiting for him! Lilting Lullaby can come up through, and the satchel charge brings Yukai down. Big knock-up afterwards, but the damage is done! Phenomenal blast going into engage. They stole the dragon though, and that might be enough to hold on for a little bit, but 4 members dead means they can just turn to the Baron anyway.
Wonderful play from Griffith and Vampire. Very well. Maybe the only thing is fight so well. They turn up for a scrap, they walk away with a load of kills. If it's Baron power play right now, if they over push, there is the chance that Ultra Prime can get themselves a big engage. IG have been winning around objectives. Can they win around these pushing lanes? That might be a different situation.
Yukai. Oh, Yukai, you hop forwards that time, and Vampire and Griffith absolutely murdered him. We know exactly how he likes to play this champion, and it is a very aggressive front foot forward style of play, but the easiest game for him.
And it's such an important champion for him. The fact that this game could be a losing game means you won't have it for the next games in the series. Yukai pushing down that inner turret, Vampire going for an engage, looking to cross the map, but it feels like with the Tristana with 4 grubs, they're happy to take this trade of map.
That's
And
really
their objective,
valuable.
they have the objective bounties all the same, so as it stands, still very far ahead in the poke game.
Well aware of how the Kaiser wants to play out this game, so we'll just sit by the cannon and then fast fuse and satchel charge. Yukai, not lifesteal, it's a full Lord Doms. He's got the component for the QSS, the component for the Vamp Scepter, but he has managed to bide his time.
That's a teleport. They should be able to see that on Swoggle War if they see that. But is YSKM going to be there in time?
Doggo's taken to 3rd already, and now he can come for a flank angle. Doggo has to know he's coming this way, right? Yes, he's on a vision! And Doggo's still just about alive, now pulling away. YSKM in danger, gets the impale, pulling back away. Yukai free-firing, Doggo gets jumped on. Flash, Q, blooming blows ensures that Doggo falls.
Oh, Doggo once again with a nightmare fight in IG. They walk away with another team fight. This will get them either the game or the soul.
Griffith gets hooked, but I don't think there's enough damage to follow up, and he can keep running on forwards. You've never seen a deer angrier than this. And still, they back away. 2 members dead. Dragon just left to the wayside. They want to try and end it right here, right now.
And I think they absolutely can. I really feel like Ultra Prime's objective setups have left so much available for IG. Griffith, Vampire, YSCam shutting the door.
In a 3v5, they've got to try and hold on, but Niket is just dead. His suit is punctured, and they are drowning in this game. Yukai flashes away, but the Tristana has found so little purchase. A little split pushing aside. It just hasn't worked. They might finally get Vampire. They'll do so.
Doggo.
And wait, they are pretty low, and Doggo can get here. But how much damage can they get on him? YS getting pretty low. The Mega Inferno Bomb comes on through. It just doesn't matter. Yukai healing up. And the game's still over. Invictus Gaming strike first.
Ultra Prime. This is
Good plays, bad plays. Catch you in the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire alive.
What happens to that one? Because Vampire can absolutely look for that flash.
I
on
missed Q from
forwards.
Doggo.
Now Doggo's in danger. Make that Niket, who has to flash away, flash on in. That's just going to be first blood. Level 2 is hit, and they win out.
Doggo misses a Q on a minion, which means that Ultra
Lane hub
Prime...
if you go towards Dragon, and then of course because the grubs spawn a minute later, you get to waltz way up there, take that one anyway, which means that Hacker on the teleport in as well, currently down towards bot side, YSCam no teleport, so if Ultra Prime spot the fact that YSCam is down there, they can go for a 5v4.
Gonna head on over now, it's Jing Tian. There's the death charge onto Hacker, knocking him away. Nani gets the fate sealed into the backline, but it leaves everyone else a bit left out to dry. Vampire is burned down in the sunlight. We always knew Leona would be good into a player named Structure difference at this point. Top side though, Hacker comes from downtown, riding the Heralds. Teleport coming in from Yona to get on here. Jing Tian on a flank angle, maybe looking for that disruptive cast. On the other side, YSKM being forced away. Flash out to stay safe from some of that burst coming on through. Vampire stepping on forward. Solar Flare lands onto a few, but it's only the slow. And already a cash in for On. Make that 2 as Griffith gets another onto Hacker. And now Doggo and Yukai in the back of the pit. It is ugly stuff again from Ultra Prime around these dragons.
IG have been so much better bursted down. Ultra Prime, they end up dying in the first part of that fight, and they can't get their big engage combo. Xingtian
Misplays around the objectives again.
Ultra Prime seem like they are really rattled by the weight of the occasion. This series is so important for them. Xingtian has all on, no flash.
He's a bit deep. Remember, he's so much of a gold lead. They need to try and kill him, and they manage to do so. 2.2k ahead. Loses about 700 of that, and that's an important kill. Picked up and donated to Doggo.
Okay, so he'll be getting to a second item at some point, but Ultra Prime, they commit a lot of people towards mid lane for that, notably Xingtian, so he's not side laning against YSCam. Yukai's going to have to go and wave clear over here. We'll be able to stop YSCam from hitting that turret at least. Ends up using... Wait, hang on a second, you might be in a bit of trouble. There's a red buff currently on Yukai.
Slow, flash for flash. YSKM gets out safe.
Yeah, and you can see that Ultra Prime getting... Oh,
That's a good arcade shift.
Okay, so IG, they are a little bit less far ahead in gold than they were because of that shutdown. Going into the replay, this will be of the mid lane. Yeah, see Doggo, Xingtian here. Xingtian doesn't hit the body slam, doesn't need to, just uses it to get that slow. Hacker's in lane as well. Doggo hits his full combo, and On, as powerful as he might be, can't end up winning the 1v4.
Of course, the Draven that Snowball will still be vulnerable in this mid game to the likes of the Gragas and the Leona in particular. We all know where the Draven's going to stand. It's where the big X marks a spot on the ground. He does like to catch those spinning axes. There's a reason or two for that with the passive involved, but it does make it pretty obvious where he's likely to be standing.
On is Draven, so powerful. Just died in that mid lane, yes, but I think On has been the beating heart of this IG roster of this iteration. I feel like he's done so much good work. The Ziggs has been leading his team to success recently. I feel like he's taken so many of these games by the scruff of the neck, and the Draven feels similar again. IG walking in there. Good solar flare.
That's a pretty decent damage. The turnaround's pretty big. It does get the fate seal onto Niket, who's not the tankiest. We are 1-for-1 right now as Brand dies well. Vampire chunked about 20%. YSKM here with a bit of a speed buff, slowed down by the Q from the Gragas. That rolling barrel doing some work is On. Blood rush is way towards...
The Dragon resets again. They can burst this down. Remember, very good
single target burst. Hacker has good damage here, but I don't think they can do it in time. They're looking for the fight.
Xingtian's
not here.
Xingtian is not quite here. Yuakai chunked up, taken low and burning around as Nani just teleports in. And 2 members are dead. Lost the Leona, lost the Corki. Flash for a fate, sealed, and Doggo's put down again. They get another kill. Hacker's over the wall, trying to get out to safety. Will smite a mini Krug for some speed up, and Xingtian throws down a cast, but I think he's only drinking away his own sorrows. That Yone murders them all in the backline.
Nani popping off under so much criticism. He's going to walk away. Well, we'll call it the honorable quadra kill. YSKM takes that one away. IG, again and again, better at the Dragons, better at the Barons. Now they're going to get themselves a huge side lane advantage finally again for YSKM and for Nani. And I think Ultra Prime might have just put themselves into a 0
To the last minute in a way that is going to be such a frustration to them.
2 levels down in this top lane matchup. Xingtian, I think he's had a pretty poor game on the Gragas, sadly for him. He had to blind pick it into YSKM. YSKM showing that he can still play those duelists with Mountain Soul against the poke of Ultra Prime. You gotta feel like IG are so happy with how this is going. The Hackers just not really convinced me with this one. I feel like, again, it's such a hard champ to play. Vampire missing the hook on the tower, but might just be able to catch out in the cat anyway. Walks up and dies.
Has an Eclipse shield that means very little at this point of the game. Towards the other
walks
side.
over, but IG gonna be walking up to this Baron and Elder now. Blue Ward spots that one out. YSKM gonna be focused on the side lane.
They've got double teleports, so if they can kill YSKM in time, they can get over and fight the Elder afterwards.
no!
Should still get the kill, surely do so. But they need to now think about getting on over towards the Elder, down to 4,000 HP. The teleports come flying on through. Vampire in danger, but the Elder's about to go! And so they get a kill regardless. Vampire flashes all the way as Griffith jumps over, trying to get some burning damage. Teleport towards the mid lane wave from Nani, who wants to get even more from this. Spikes up to get the Q3. Mortal Steel available, taken pretty low. Wait! Griffith gets a burn kill onto Doggo off screen, so they still end up with a 2-for-1 trade. And now the wave can be shoved through mid.
Ultra Prime have to go back to base. They have to heal up against the Elder. They can't stick around on half HP. IG, they once again bring Ultra Prime to the objective furnace. I feel like we're seeing once again one of his stylistic issues, which is when he falls behind, he falls completely off the face of the earth while looking to push in for the spot lane inhib. If they can find themselves and engage, this game will end very, very quickly. The tower killing is insane at this point from the Fiora and the rest of the team. IG, they might just be looking on one hook. That's the start of it.
15 seconds of Elder Burn available, and we've known exactly what that can do. Xingtian gets his passive proc, and the shield comes down. Draven secures it, flashed away from Yuakai, who needs to heal. Another one down. Niket burning out. An axe comes flying. And Invictus Gaming break Ultra Prime apart. 3-3 at the beginning of the day. Favorites to win. Not anymore. They lap their way to the bank and an upset win in 2-0 fashion.
Ultra Prime.